and welcome to our first video on the Horsforth Dental channel. My name is Sam Bedford and today I'm going to be giving you my top tips for cleaning your teeth. Tip number 1, make sure you brush your teeth 2 times per day. That's ideally 20 minutes after breakfast and then last thing before you go to bed. That clean before bed is super important because you'll have accumulated plaque all day from all the meals that you've been eating, and it's much easier for plaque to cause damage when you're sleeping. This happens because while you're asleep, you produce less saliva, and saliva has things in it that will help defend against gum disease and decay. If you've got lots of plaque, therefore, it has a much easier time of doing damage at night. Tip number 2, brush your teeth for at least 2 minutes. A nice little way of doing that is to divide your mouth into 4 and spend about 30 seconds cleaning in each corner. In each corner, spend as much time cleaning the outside of your teeth as the inside. Tip number 3, when you're cleaning your teeth, I want you to make sure you've got the bristles of the toothbrush at 45 degrees to the gum line, and you do lots and lots and lots of little circles all around the nooks and crannies of each tooth. I have some high-end graphics here to help demonstrate that. Tooth, gum line, 45 degrees, lots and lots and lots of little circles, and try and flick from the gum up the tooth, try and get in those little nooks and crannies between the teeth as well. That'll really help keep them nice and clean. Tip number 4, I like you to use fluoridated toothpaste. In Western diet, we've got hidden sugars everywhere and our teeth are getting bombarded by far more sugar than we were kind of designed for. So fluoride is one of the only things we have in our defense to help fight that off, and it helps strengthen the teeth and make them more decay resistant. So fluoridated toothpaste twice a day for 2 minutes. Next tip, number 5, this is more of a discussion point. Do you use an electric or a manual? Well, if you use a manual and your technique's really good, then there's no reason not to carry on. But you must make sure you brush your gum line for the correct amount of time. Electric toothbrushes are brilliant. This is what I use, and we know from research now that you get the best results with an oscillating, rotating toothbrush. That's one that spins around and vibrates at the same time. However, it doesn't do everything for you. You must still have a good technique. You must be getting in all the right places, all the nooks and crannies, 45 degrees on the gum line, massaging it all around every surface of the tooth with just as much time spent on the inside gum line. Tip number 6, flossing. So what you do, you get a nice long piece out of the tub and then you wrap it nice and tight and small between your fingers. Then you go down the gaps, starting in one corner, down, wrap and out. Back in, same gap, wrap the other way and straight back out. So you're gliding the floss down the side of the tooth and then pulling anything that's clinging to that side out. You don't need to do this cheese wire thing, in, wrap, out. Next tip, I've lost count of where we are, but we'll just crack on. TP brushes, these are brill, these are what I use. Both flossing and TP brushing, I advise daily use, ideally before your evening clean. That's important, because you can clean all these areas out first and then brush your teeth after. That allows all the fluoride from the toothpaste to soak into all those areas. To use your TP brushes, back to my high-end graphics, you're using these going back and forth between these little gaps in between your teeth, and you go all the way around. Now you might not be able to get them in between all your teeth, that's okay. Use TP brushes where you can, and where you can't fit them, use floss. At least 4 times a week, ideally daily. Next tip, after you've brushed your teeth, I want you to spit out but not rinse out. That therefore allows the toothpaste to act as a bit of a treatment, and it'll soak into your teeth and it has plenty of time to do the job. My final tip, mouth rinse. Lots of people will brush the teeth and then use a mouth rinse straight after because it makes them feel fresh. Actually, that's not what I want you to do. Brush your teeth, spit, don't rinse. let your toothpaste do the work because it's got much higher fluoride amount than that in, and it'll work on your teeth. Then another stage in the day, maybe after lunch or whatever, then use your mouthwash. But don't use mouthwash straight after brushing. I've nearly done it all in 5 minutes. That'll do for today. See you later.